Hello, everyone. Give me a moment. Sorry. Second, as the kids say. Everybody, happy Saturday. Apologize for the long wait. Good to have you here now with us. Street has been twatted. Candles have been lit. The links have not been linked. I hope your Saturday was lovely. Welcome in. If you're curious where the reason I had to delay the stream is because I was playing volleyball. I double booked myself, Hotties. Every good summoner does. Overworked myself a little. Oops. A little though. Serious? Tweet's been twatted. No, this is not Tamara, this is a karaoke. Welcome in, everyone. It's good to see you. My name is Vylett Moonheart, and I am your Wolf Knight of the Eternal Dusk here to today. We are on our Final Fantasy X pilgrimage. Across Spira. We'll be singing to the faith. If you are unfamiliar, what's going on? The faith are people who have sacrificed themselves ritually to defeat sin. Their spirits become great beasts that we summoners can call upon in order to fight sin's forces. But in order to gain the ability to summon these majestic creatures, one must travel the temples across Spira and pray to the faith. If the faith are willing and your prayers are true, then they will guide you. Welcome in, everyone. Razzie, thank you for the 5. It happens. Don't make me swear in a temple. Real life comes first. I'm glad you were having fun with volleyball. Thank you. It wasn't actually volleyball. I didn't leave my castle. It was VR volleyball. It was VR volleyball. It was a tournament, actually. A bunch of wonderful ladies. And I'm not going to spoil it. Oh, wait, it was live stream, so I can spoil it. We won. There's more matches tomorrow, but we won our matches. It was me, Shurahiwa, Melty Hitoru, and Risuri. It was a mostly Spanish speaking tournament. But I made do with my Spanglish. It was very fun. We played a bit of blitzball. I was literally just playing blitzball. I was literally just... I informed everyone at the... when we had a team interview, right? So I felt it was very important to tell the interviewers that pozole was made out of humans. You guys know pozole, right? It's a Spanish soup. It was originally made out of humans because the Aztecs would sacrifice. And so they would use the human meat to create a soup. And that's what pozole originally was. Nowadays, humans use things like pork, beef, and chicken. But it originally was a human soup. And I didn't know this, Shurahiwa told me this, but apparently the people who were chosen to be sacrificed were those who won the ball game. The Aztecs had a ball game. So I was like, all right, well, if we win volleyball, we're getting made into soup, guys. You don't play sports, you're gaming. No, that's what I said. It was VR volleyball. Welcome in, everyone. How are we? Excited to start my pilgrimage with you. We begin our pilgrimage in a small temple on an isolated island in the middle of the ocean. Some of you may know it. Some of you may not. It is called Besade Island. Now, the reason I'm doing this karaoke because I love Final Fantasy X. I love lore. I love fantasy. I think the concept of the Yevon religion. If you haven't played Final Fantasy X, I won't spoil too much. But the concept of it is fascinating. It fascinated me ever since I was a child. The entire game has fascinated me. So I wanted to bring some of that aesthetic. It's kind of an undescribable aesthetic, but I hope today with this karaoke you guys will understand. You guys will understand it. You will perceive it. Hopefully. Before we get started, let's welcome in, shall we? Hello, Starsky. Hello, Mr. Uncle. Hello, Galette. Hello, Kraz. Hello, Lamora. Greetings, Kieran. Greetings. Hello, Sa. Hello, Goomba. Oh, that's not where Fallout got the kettle. Hello, Kraz. Hello, Igor. Hello, Veiled. Hello, B-Tech. Hello, Storsky. Hello. Hello, Ragnarok. Welcome in. Vylett, the star player of the Zanarkand Abes. You know it, baby. You know it. That's me. In. Hey, Tyrulian. Hello, Fart. Hi, Max. Pray to the faith. Pray that the Besade Aurochs win the Blitzball Championship this year. Yes. Feel free to tell me what you are praying for. Personally, I will be praying in order to gain the power and companionship of the faith, because I am a summoner. But if you have a prayer that you would like to be answered, you feel free to tell me. See what we can do. You're more than welcome to pray along with me today. The prayer is in the upper right-hand corner. For those of you who can't read Kilica, it has been translated in for you. So feel free to pray along with me. Hello, Chunky. Welcome in. Hello, Kraz. Hello, Rusty. Yes, I love Final. Hello, Phidias. Welcome. Hello, Chunky. Hello, Kirtap. Hello, Lemoru. Hello, everyone. I hope your Saturday was good. Hello, Top Gear. Hello, Crude Matter. Hello, Soulstrike. Welcome in. Hello, Milk Tea. How are you today? Hello, Tri-Edge. Good to see you. Hello, everyone. Hello, Captain BA. Missing anyone? Hello, GV. Welcome in. Hello, Biggest. Hello, everyone. Welcome. Welcome to my pilgrimage. I have a lot of guardians, don't I? A summoner, if you don't know, a summoner usually has one bodyguard, one or two bodyguards with them, and those are called guardians. The guardians help the summoner travel across Spira from temple to temple, and they guard them against monsters. And it seems I have many guardians. Many guardians today. Yuna had, what, like 8? I have, what, like 100? Welcome in, everyone. It's good to see you. Hello. You don't have to be my guardian if you don't want to. Hello, Fear. Welcome in. Hello, Isaac. Hello, Ta. How are you? Good evening. Over on the purple side, hello, Cran. Hello, Mino. Hello, Mako. Welcome in. Hello, Greed. Hello, 626. Yes, parts of Final Fantasy X is based off of Okinawan culture. Yes, a lot of the aesthetics, I have noticed that. Hello, Synth. Hello, Cause. Hello, Banish. Thank you for the 65 stream. I appreciate it. Hello, Gug. Hello, Sokito. Hello, Mango. Welcome in. Hello, everyone. All of my guardians, so many of them. Hello, Baseman. I am such a lucky summoner. Hello, MDK. Hello, Fear. Hello, Kano. Hello, Kay. And there's me saying hi. We use swarm tactics. Oh, do you? I've prepared something a bit unique for this stream. If you're not the kind of person who enjoys repetitive songs, then I suggest that this is not perhaps the karaoke for you. But I've prepared some things, so I hope you enjoy. Let us begin. My guardians, you have brought me to the cloister. You have brought me through the cloister of trials and into the inner sanctum, where the heart of the faith rests, just behind. I am now going to pray to Valifor, the hopes that I might gain their power. First, I need to chug water. It's not Chumbawamba. Nice try, though. Yes, this is my vocal stimming. Everyone, welcome to my vocal stimming karaoke. Hello, Monkfish. Is this the Diablo 2 stream? No. But we should definitely have one eventually. I would love that. This is the Final Fantasy X. Actually, I believe those games came out in similar eras yet. Did those not come out in similar times? Thinking about that wrong? Are we ready? Let us pray. Stronger this time. Noble Meno. Enmiri. Yoju Yogo. Asate Kanae. Not nearly enough. But the sound of the hymn is everywhere. Hear it? The faith is constantly singing. Noble Meno. Enmiri. Yoju Yogo. Asate Kanae. I wasn't in sync that. Again. Ye noble Meno. Enmiri. Yoju Yogo. Asate Kanae. Utamae. Still not enough. My brow is covered in sweat. I can feel the magics all around me, pressing in on my skin, like a fingertip, but 1,000 times over. The presence of the faith is heavy here. We pursue perfection to summon aeons, precisely. Guardians, tell me, what is worth fighting for? Perhaps I don't have a solid goal. Perhaps the faith can sense that I don't know what I'm fighting for. What can I fight for? What should I fight for? What is good enough to fight for? Potatoes? Hi, Kishi, welcome in. The future? No, not potatoes. This is a temple. Stop making jokes. Hot dog sounds pretty good. Okay, not food. Fight for Castle Cat. Oh. Is a good idea. That is a strong compulsion. Hello, Blue, welcome in. Hear Yojimbo about 210,000 gil. I have not yet met the faith named Yojimbo. I am just starting on my journey today. Cute girls. You're saying I should fight to protect Spira and all of the cute girls that live there? Or truck? Mpreg? Why did you put the Mpreg emoji? Stop. Stop profaning the temple. Left earlobe. Hello, Russ. Welcome in. Is that enough? The left earlobe? I must fight sin. My entire being must be devoted to fighting, destroying sin. My reason must be strong. This isn't the time or place for laughter, says Vylett Laughheart. Not my fault you make me laugh so much, my guardians. Castle Cat is doing fine, thank you for asking. Hello, Donuts, welcome in. Justice, I do like for justice might be a strong enough reason, yes. Not revenge. Not revenge on the Dark Moon. I have to let go of revenge. I have to let go of revenge. The faith will sense that I have less than pure intentions. I must give my whole heart to the faith. I pray to the what? Vylett Chuckleheart. That's not my name. Fight for Blitzball. Blitzball does keep the spirits of the people of Spira up. It is true. Let us try again. Let us begin again. Perhaps this time my prayers will be heard. Still nothing. But I have cleansed my heart. Why does the faith not speak to me? Perhaps it is because I am not matching its timbre. I am singing too low, perhaps. I must resonate with it, both in mind, body, and acoustics. We begin again. Almost, I can feel the power flowing into me. The faith has chosen me. The faith has chosen me, Hotties. Guardians, I emerge from the chamber of the faith, covered in sweat, exhausted, my mana depleted, my health depleted. But I have been chosen. Rejoice! My guardians, we will continue on the path to the next temple. Our journey to defeat sin has just begun. We stand ready, Summoner. Good. We'll need to be ready, for sin is everywhere. Here's a towel, thank you. I was very sweaty. Welcome, Guardians. It was a long voyage, but we finally made it to Kilica Temple. This is a temple that's renowned for Blitzball. If you are a Blitzball player, Guardian, perhaps you will find some success by praying here. It is said that Lord O'Holland, the High Summoner who is also a Blitzball player, came from Kilica. You pray to him, perhaps he will grant you some extra leg muscles. Insert victory jingle. So we should sing that song as well. That is a very holy song. All those pesky random... Yes, fight those pesky random encounters for me. Hello, Sokido Wickleman. Are we fighting sin? No, we're fighting sin. Capital S. The creature, if you're unfamiliar with Final Fantasy X, there is a great creature named Sin that cannot be killed. It is immortal. Every 10 years it regenerates, even though it is defeated by a high summoner. Every 10 years it regenerates back. There is no escaping sin. Sin is our punishment. The high summoners who give their lives to fight sin can only delay it for a decade. A decade of peace is enough. 10 years where children can sleep in their beds without fear of death. That is worth any price. Maka, thank you for the resubscription, Guardian Maka. I appreciate that, for 16 months. Hey, Hotties, did we ride the shoe puff yet? Thank you for reminding me. Allow me to find an image of a shoe puff. No, I have one somewhere here in my summoner purse. If you have never seen a shoe puff, Guardian, we will see them eventually when we cross the moon flow. Moon glow? Moon glow. It's called moon glow. But thankfully, I have a small icon. I have a very small shoe puff figurine that I keep in my pocket. Show him to you now. I think you would like shoe puff. You saw them, Guardian. Now, this is just a model size, you understand. This is about a 1/16th scale model. The real thing is much larger. Yes, this is a shoe puff. Thank you for reminding me, Maka. You like him? He fits in the palm of your hand. Hello, Stephen. Welcome in. We are on our pilgrimage across Spira. Can we grill something here in the temple? Of course, mostly fish. The diet of 99% of all people who live in Spira is fish. Spira is a world covered in water. I believe 80% water, if I'm not mistaken. Hello, Kenshiro. Welcome in. Yes, we are speaking of Final Fantasy X. We are on our pilgrimage. What is that creature? Why are you holding up a gun, Crabboard? Put the gun down. That's forbidden, Machina. Put the gun down. Use a sword, like everyone else. This is a shoe puff. Is that a fiend? Hello, DFG. No, it is not. It is a friendly creature. They live in aquatic environments, and they can have small carriages put on top of them, and the carriages carry people across the water. They are docile creatures that only drink blood from crabs. Had you going there for a second, didn't I? You know, we can't mention the shoe puff without also mentioning their handlers. The shoe puff are raised by some delightful fellows named the Hypello. Now, you should know this, Guardians, because we are going to be traveling through Spira, so you might as well learn this information before we go. A good thing you asked before we got too far in our journey. These are the lovely Hypello. I also have a very small figurine in my pocket. This is the Hypello. A jolly fellow. He talks like this? Yeah? The shoe puff rides the shoe puff? They sound like rides the shoe puff? These creatures are very friendly. They are not like the Guado. Guado are very secular and closed down. The Hypello are merchants, travelers, lovers of water. And their catchphrase is, Schmoove Shaling. Schmoove Shaling. All aboard. Drink blood from crabs. Yes, you're gonna make me cry. Why are you crying? Don't cry. If you have time to cry, you have time to train to defeat sin. It's a shoop off. It's not a sin spawn. How dare you? Hello, Ruka. Welcome in. Hypellos are not sin spawn. For those of you who may not know, whenever Sin moves around Spira, he drops little creatures off of him that attack people. Hypellos are not sin spawn. Bob, welcome in. Thank you for the stream streak. I appreciate that. Excited for the karaoke boss. Thank you, High Guardian Bob. I appreciate that. Hello, Bubba. Shave the shoe puff? I didn't ask for this. Shave the shoe puff? Okay, that's my friends, the Hypellos. And the shoe puff. Anyway, back to praying. What we came to do is pray. Let's be serious for a moment, Guardians. I am now entering the Cloister of Trials. Guide me through it. Yes, solve all those sphere puzzles for me so I don't have to. Yes. Solve all those little riddles. Push all those pedestals for me. Very good, very good. Find the secret treasure chests. Go left and keep going left. It's a dead end. I have to drink water because we've been walking so much. The Cloister. Vylett is a sin spawn. Not true. And not true at all. You have successfully led me through the Cloister of Trials, Guardians. Very good. It seems that your bodies are uniquely suited to this cloister. The flames don't seem to bother you at all. I will enter the Chamber of the Faith now. Do you have any prayers you would like me to convey to the Faith? Any wishes, any hopes? Perhaps the Faith will hear them if I speak to them. Always left. Have you ever sung any enka? I have not, Basement. Guardian, Basement. Tell them hi. What do I do with this destruction sphere I have left? Just throw that in the river. It's not important, Roscoe. Welcome in. Please stop Sin permanently this time. Okay, I can ask for that. Tell them to send some chicken wings when we head to Luca. We're heading to Luca after this. Don't get ahead of yourselves. We'll get chicken wings when we land at Luca. I don't even know. This is a very serious pilgrimage. How dare you? Yes, brute force those puzzles for me. Thank you. I will begin to pray now. No, you may not get a grilled cheese unless you grill it yourself on the flames outside. That I must match the cadence now. Again. Again. Being a summoner, not easy. The weight of the world is on your shoulders. Fighting sin is all that matters. You must sacrifice yourself for the greater good. I understand that now. I understand it better. Once more, I'm on the cusp. The fire of faith speaks to me. Oh, I messed it up. Much to learn. The faith is not pleased. The fireflies are swirling. The faith is not pleased. Hotties, guardians, lend me your strength. With you, I can do anything. Alone I am weak, but together we are strong. Welcome in, Bormal. Welcome in, Vi. Lend me your strength. I am going to pray to the fire faith again. My prayer. It was successful. My hands are shaking. My body feels as if it's on fire. I've done it. I stagger out of the chamber of the faith and fall into your arms, guardians. Catch me. Support me. You are there for me at the end of the world. Thank you. I was weak for a moment, but when I felt your energy from the next room, my tummy growled. Your summoner is hungry. Summoner is very hungry, Guardian. What will you feed me? What will you feed me? Summoner's very hungry. Summoner's about to pass out. What would you feed your summoner? Pie? That doesn't sound very nutritionally dense. Potato. Sushi. Oh. Cha-cheese. What's cha-cheese? Chicken wings. We need fish. You would go fishing for me, Guardian? Almonds. No, almonds. Need something more substantial. Ooh, nuggy done. Sounds delightful. There's a bunch of rocks around. I can't eat rocks. I am a conduit for supernatural power. Not a rock eater. Hello, Firehill. Welcome in. Steak. Ooh, that does sound good. Old rations in the corner over there. Have you checked them for mold? You eat them first. If you eat them first, then I'll eat them, Guardian. Tangerines. I accept. I accept this. Ramen. Ooh, a good ramen bowl. I deserve a treat, that's true. Chips? You mean potato chips? Or french fries? It's like a bunch of sushi. Ah, that would be really good. That would be delightful. Sounds delicious. Oh, Korean barbecue sounds good too. Crabs, in parentheses, giant. Salt is rock and goes well with chip. Oh, that is true. It is true, Guardians. Salt is technically a rock, so I do eat rocks. Shouldn't we all call ourselves rock eaters then? Isn't salt essential to the continued workings of the human brain? I don't think we should call you humans anymore. I think that's a very inaccurate term. I think from now on you should be called salt eaters. Fries and baked beans. Don't know if I like that. There needs to be some chicken in there somewhere. Technically, water is lava. What do you mean, water is lava? I've never heard of that before. Let us continue. Tell me how water is lava while we continue on to our next destination. Goodbye, Kilica. We will pass through the busy metropolitan city of Luca, where all the great blitzball tournaments take place. We will continue on past Luca, after, of course, we sample all of the food there is to offer. There's nothing wrong with the pilgrimage taking a bit longer than usual, if it means that the summoner will be stronger and more well-fed, yes? We will continue on the long and winding road that many travelers pass over. It is well guarded by the Crusaders and the Chocobo Knights, and it is called Mihen Road. You will level up a lot. You will level up a lot here, Guardians. Your tactics will level up, your bodies will level up. Your loot pouches become quite full. What about the Onion Knights? No, they're not in this. They're not in this world. They're little dolls. You mean the dolls, Onion Knights? Hi, Oathbreaker. I prefer the term milk drinker. I do not like to drink milk, unless it's strawberry milk. Yeah, we will. Spira mostly has fish for food. Ooh, tuna would be delightful. Do you think Chocobo tastes like chicken or horse? What a great question. We are riding on the Chocobo. And we have finally come to Jose Temple. The next stop. Next stop. Huh? Welcome to Jose. That's Jose with a D. When you were younger, you may have pronounced it de Jose. But you are wrong. It is not de Jose. Why does your staff look like Adidas? This is a very important staff to me. It is not Adidas. They taste like emu. What does emu taste like? Speaking of horse. Now, Hotties, Guardians, I am a faithful summoner. I will faithfully go on my pilgrimage. But I have to admit, The idea of a faith who is a horse is a bit off-putting to me. As you know, I'm not the biggest fan of horses. A single kick to the head can kill you from a horse. Also, horses are the animals with the most muscle mass per square inch. Why is the Jose faith shaped like a horse if there are no horses in Spira? There's only chocobos. What's all that about? Hippo. I don't want it to be a hippo either. Emu tastes like chicken. What? The Jose. Hello, Reckless. Welcome in. We are on our pilgrimage throughout Spira. Horse conspiracy. No, I don't think you should speak of conspiracies, Guardians. Not amongst the priesthood. The priesthood is listening. They're right over there. There's monks everywhere. Don't talk about conspiracies. They'll look at us strangely. Hippos? Hippos are all muscle. Oh, really? Yeah. Ixion probably hunted horses to extinction. Do you think so? Horses are from the previous Kalpa. That's a good point. Does Spira have Kalpas? Every time we defeat sin, is a Kalpa created? As you guide me through the Cloister of Trials, we argue about whether or not horses are from the previous Kalpa of this world. Along the way, you feed me bits of raw fish to keep me going. Bits of raw fish. Lots of water. You've all restocked on water. Thank you for that. Imagine Blitzball on horseback. Oh, I think you're cooking, as the children say. What about Blitzball on chocobo back? The monks are pretty strange looking. Don't raise your voice like that. Finally, we reached the Chamber of the Faith. The monks have given us a hard time because you keep talking smack about them. But we finally made it. You only electrocuted yourselves 34 times. Very proud of you, my guardians. Only 34 electrocutions. That's very impressive. Jose is a temple that from the outside looks like a large pillar of rock. But once it is approached by a summoner, or once a summoner begins to pray inside the Chamber of the Faith, Jose Temple will unfurl. The rocks will become magnetized and rotate around the temple building itself. Quite impressive. If you wish, you may leave the Cloister of Trials, go observe it. But just know that the Guardians who leave to watch the spectacle will be getting a D- on their quarterly review performances. By yours truly. A new best on electrocutions. Single horse appeared and killed Sin at least thrice and was revered as an honorary existence. Ah, I see. Jose is on a vacation far away, yes. It's not our fault they look weird. Words aren't real. So my guardians, while I go inside the Chamber of Faith, my guardians are just sort of screaming random things into the cloister. They're saying, birds aren't real. And they're saying, yippee! The monks of Yevon are very displeased with my dozens of guardians. But still, as a summoner, I must persist in my journey to kill sin. Let us pray. Ixion's voice is strong and clear. I can hear it. Too early. yet a fledgling summoner. Again. Clearer. Closer. I come ever closer. All the sushi you have been feeding me is giving me indigestion. But still, I persevere. The pattern is becoming clear to me now. Hello, turkeys, welcome in. The pattern is becoming clear to me. I must match their resonance in both mind, body, and spirit, as well as my voice. I feel like I'm in an abbey in the Middle Ages. Welcome in, Steph. Yes. This is a very sacred place. This is the Temple of Jose, where the faith of Ixion awaits. The indigestion gives us strength. Well, it doesn't give me strength, and that's who matters here. Who's the summoner, and who's the guardians? You are. Stop distracting me. Once more. Again. Like a bolt of lightning, like static running under my skin. I can feel the power of the faith now, coursing through me. It has been done. The faith of Jose has given me their blessing, that I may continue on the path to defeating sin. I leave the chamber of the faith, not hungry this time, actually very full of sushi. And not as sweaty anymore. Not as tired. I'm getting used to it. You don't need to help me down the steps. You don't need to carry me in your arms anymore, out of the temple. I'm strong, getting stronger every day. Every faith that grants me their blessing enhances mine own spiritual strength. Along the way, we meet a rival summoner. Her name is Dia Fortuna. Hello, rival summoner Dia Fortuna. I see you have brought your guardians with you. Greetings, Monmons. I am the summoner Vylett, and I have just completed my prayers at Jose Temple. The Jose faith has given me its blessing. Welcome in. This is a Final Fantasy X karaoke, one of my favorite childhood games. Dia killed us. Ah, your summoner kills you. That's unfortunate. Yeah, some summoners are very callous with their guardians and throw them aside. But I value each and every one of my guardians. I would never kill you. If you would like to join me, instead of Summoner Dia, I would treat you very well. You die and respawn. I see. Welcome in, Pims. Welcome in, Shoujo. Welcome in, Ludus. You may join our entourage as my guardians. We are moving forward from Jose Temple. We pass through Mushroom Rock Road, passing the beach where the Al Bed and the Yevonites, as well as the Crusaders, sacrificed their lives in an attempt to defeat sin without summoning. They used Machina, the forbidden technology Machina. But they failed. Thank you, stepmom. I'm not your stepmom. Summoners are forbidden from love. They have a grim duty they must carry out. Love is a luxury. For at the end of my journey, No. I should let them live in blissful ignorance. We will defeat sin together. And that is all that matters. Welcome in, everyone. How are you? We go past Mushroom Rock Road, and the air starts to become chilly. Frost gathers on leaves and trees. Your noses start to feel numb and cold. Your breath turns white. And you notice that the frost that coalesces on the branches and the leaves, as it grows thicker, it becomes more and more crystalline, more like a prism. Soon, the entire forest around us is completely encased, fossilized almost, in a magic crystal substance. Blues and purples, silvery, all sorts of old, crisp colors. There are blue butterflies that flitter here and there. Fireflies make lazy circles in the air. We pass through the forest without much incident, except we do make camp at the foot of a giant tree. And one evening, the Hotties forgot to pack bedrolls. Now, as my guardians, as the guardians of a summoner who's on her way to defeat sin, you must provide me with a bedroll. What do you do? How do you solve this problem, my guardians, while we are in the forests of Macalania? Sleeping on the dirt again. Well, you can sleep on the dirt, but I am the summoner. I am very important. You would die for me. What do you create a bed out of? There's nothing but fossilized crystal trees as far as the eye can see. Weave pine needles. Oh, perhaps that might work. The pine needles are very scratchy. We used large branches and leaves to form a small elevated bed from the ground. Ah, thank you. Make one with branches and leaves. Ah, start peeling bark off the trees. All right. Very well. Time to go hunting some fiends and turn their hides into bedrolls. Oh, I like that idea. I thought that one of you would kill a fiend and then have me crawl inside it, like that one movie. Just open up a fiend. There you are, my lady summoner. It's warm in there. Sleep well. I don't know about dying, boss. Well, that is what a guardian is. A guardian dies for their summoner. Turkeys. Guardian Turkeys comes up to me with a handful of gill and says, "Praise Nerevar. Praise Todd Howard." Thank you so much, Turkeys, for the handful of gill. I appreciate that. It sounds like you have a different religion than me. And that is all right. Are you in Albed? If you are, it's okay. You can tell me. I'm not one of those Albed haters. You've made a all right bed for me. Out of the leaves and the branches. Get it? Do we have fire one? Yes, you have fire. You have fire. Some of you are black mages, yes. Some of my guardian hotties are black mages, yes. Some of you are warriors. Some of you are samurai. Some of you are white mages. Some of you are thieves. Some of you are blue mages. And some of you are whatever Waka is. A marksman. But only with blitzballs. You can't use guns. Guns are the forbidden machina. You can use bows and arrows. I just seen some monks walk by. Stay low, Steph. I don't want them to know that we're out here camping in the woods. I don't want to be seen by them. It is shameful. You have Fira at this point. I would hope you have Fira as well. That is my hope. Can I be the goober class? Of course. What about gunblades? No, that's forbidden machina. I'm gonna scream real loud to alert them. Don't do that. Ah, it seems that the rival summoner, Daya, my rival summoner, has suddenly screamed to alert the monks. She's been tailing me this whole time. She's been stalking me through Macalania woods. Summon D's, is what she says. She sneaks up on me, whispers in my ear while I'm sleeping, "Summon D's," and then she walks away after she screams to bring the monks to me. She only has one Aeon. You must understand. She only has one faith. She's prayed to only one faith. She is an inexperienced summoner. She is jealous of how quickly we are ascending through the ranks. But pride does not become a summoner. That is true, Guardian. I must not have pride. Phoenix down, activate, roll for charisma, defensive formation, Guardians. Yes! You form a circle around me as I am sleeping, and the monks come over from the scream from Summoner Daya. The monks come over. You form a circle around me, and you insist that I am sleeping right now and must not be bothered. I cannot be bothered. The summoner is getting a rest. And the monks, of course, they respect the pilgrimage of a summoner, the sacrifice of a summoner. I mean, what? Don't worry about that. There is no sacrifice. They respect my journey, and they leave me alone. Thank you for your quick thinking, Guardians. Without you, I would have been woken up. Had to answer some very awkward questions. Sleepy time phalanx formation. Why is the Guardian telling me to look at this photograph? What? That's a summoner who hit me with a plastic chainsaw. It's all right, Pims. You're not part of her entourage anymore. Don't worry, I'll take care of you. The next morning, the forest is cold, and so we hurry onward. Through snowscapes, large plains of white, fluffy, but with dark ice beneath them. After we equip some snowshoes, we stop by the Albed Inn to buy some rudimentary snowshoes. and some potions because you guys keep chugging them. You guys keep thinking that they're shots. You guys keep yelling whenever we camp, shots, 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 and you keep chugging the potions. Anyway, we stock up on potions and some rudimentary snowshoes. And we head across the snowfield between the icy canyons, a great cleft in the earth, like glass. And we head to Macalania Temple. It is a gorgeous temple, inverted. It almost looks as if it is hanging like a stalactite from the ceiling. It is beneath the frozen lake Macalania, but it is built into the surface of Lake Macalania, and it hangs downwards like an icicle. It is very cold here, but your fire bodies provide ample warmth. However, I, your summoner, am quite cold. The entire time we go through the Cloister of Trials, I'm shivering like mad. Some of you hop on my shoulder to try and keep my torso warm. Others ride on my tail. Some of you cling to my thighs, and I bat you off very promptly because that's too close to my skirt. Some of you sit on top of my shoes. Did we skip the lightning plains? No, we just went around. Ethers taste like schnozberries. What is that? We don't have any ethers left. You guys keep drinking them all. I've never seen an ether, actually. I've never seen any of you restore mana mid-combat. You drink it after the battle's done. Boss is cold. Yes, I am cold. I'm freezing, actually. Yes, good thing the Guardians are hotties. I believe I would have perished without your warmth. I want to hold on to your ear fluff. Okay, just don't tug very hard, because it tickles. You lead me through the Cloister of Trials successfully. This is actually one of the easiest cloisters we've done, because your bodies can melt the ice. We don't need to worry about moving ice chunks around or sliding ice across ice floors. Your little fire bodies melt the ice perfectly. And so I am able to shortcut through the Cloister of Trials, and I head into the Chamber of the Faith. The Faith song is feminine, dramatic, breathy. She was once a woman who was alive with hopes and dreams. And so I begin to sing. voice is delicate, but powerful. I can sense the icy, strong willpower flowing all around me. Are you staying warm out there, Hotties? I am worried about you. My thoughts begin to wander towards you. Are you becoming distractions on my journey? I should hope not. But I can't help but think to myself, no, I cannot say it. I cannot bring myself to say it. I cannot bring myself to even think it. Worry not, Summoner, will be fine. Very well. I resume my singing. My voice cracks. The thought that I must, one day, no, I cannot say it. I must focus. My skin becomes cold. But the cold itself is a warmth. No, it's not hypothermia. As I stagger out of the chamber of the faith, the Hotties gather around me, my guardians gather around me, concerned that it might be hypothermia. But it is not. Do not worry. It is the blessing of the faith. We have done it! The fourth temple completed. We are now only a few temples left from the end of our journey, of course. Of our journey. Let us continue on. The ice faith, Shiva, has granted me their blessing. And as we move through the rest of Macalania and towards the calm lands, the ice begins to melt. Macalania's crystallized trees and brushes become fewer and fewer as our steps take us along a road that becomes less ice and more dirt. We have made it through the biggest forest in Spira, and the coldest. Together with your warmth, I continue on. We have finally reached it, the calm lands. It is a vast plain where summoners are encouraged to fight sin. Sin is lured here often by the prayers of a high summoner in their final summoning. The calm lands is mostly empty. There's very few habitations, no civilization to speak of, just al-bed tents brightly colored in yellows and greens, with cheerful writing on the signs, beckoning sails, and rest for weary travelers. These tents dot the plains infrequently, so we must travel between them, taking our breaks where we can. I eat the first rock I see. We stop at the first Albed tent. And my hotties, my guardians, as I am speaking with the vendor to buy more potions, begin shoveling rocks in their mouth. Embarrassing. This is why we don't stay very long in the temples, because I'm afraid you're going to embarrass me. I eat the second rock he sees. You got too close to Sin's toxin? Ah, yes, that is the excuse that I give to every person with a working brain cell who comes across my guardians and encounters them and their peculiarities. I say, yes, my guardians, all of them came into contact with Sin's toxin. You are going to have to forgive them. Hello, Kasteni. Welcome in, Guardian Kasteni. We are on our journey throughout Spira to complete our pilgrimage. Let's play some blitzball! In fact, you can play blitzball. Your summoner needs to attend to some business in the tent. So I will be right back. Please feel free to play blitzball. Don't wander too far from the camp. Don't wander too far from the tent. You'll get attacked by very vicious creatures. The fiends here are plentiful and evil, very strong. Your summoner needs to take care of some business. So very briefly, she's going into her tent, but she will be back. Fret not. Fret not, Hotties. Your summoner will return. Make sure you refill the water skins, buy some more potions, and do not, I repeat, do not eat the elixirs in the bottom of the bag. I have returned, my guardians. Did you get into much trouble while I was away? We need the rocks like birds to help digest. That is troubling. That is troubling. That is troubling news. Your summoner does not like that idea very much. Max, thank you for the super. Mr. Uncle, thank you for the super. I mean, Guardian Max, Guardian Mr. Uncle, and Guardian Sa. Thank you for fetching the summoner's toilet paper. Thank you for fetching that thing from my bag that I asked you to. Thank you. Appreciate that. The initial cutscene for Blitzball in the beginning of Final Fantasy X was wild. It's very true. Blitzball seemed really cool as a kid. Like, how do they... The arena itself is a giant orb of water. But it's like water that's also gravitationally reversed? I loved the idea of it as a kid. I've switched out all the good elixirs for Dr. Pepper. Let's hope Vylett doesn't notice. That is strange, Guardian Steven, considering there is no Dr. Pepper. Do you mean Dr. Owaka the 13th? I've heard of that soft drink. I call power forward. I've never been good at Blitzball. I don't know what it is. I'm very good at Final Fantasy X. That game I played many times. But I can never get the Blitzball minigame. I don't understand it. Every time I try to play the actual game of Blitzball, I always end up losing. It's very frustrating. Vylett, there was a dragon. It was big and scary. One moment. Hottie, you must address me as Summoner Vylett. Yes, you cannot just simply call me Vylett whenever you please. It is Summoner Vylett. I insist. This distance is for your own good. I promise. What does this spicy drink at the bottom of your bag do? Don't drink that, Dyad. Don't drink that. I told you not to drink the elixirs. Those are for boss fights. I was so into Blitzball. You guys must teach me Blitzball then. When we play Final Fantasy X, you must teach me Blitzball. Please. I would love to be backseated in Blitzball because I've tried so many times to make it work. Storsky, thank you for becoming a Moon Puncher. Thank you for beating my guardian for 13 months in a row. I may have eaten all of the elixirs in the bottom of the bag, Vylol. So that's how the other guardians were able to replace them with Dr. Owaka the 13th's soda pop. Spicy drink, I see. You drank them. Well, I'm putting you in the front line for the next boss fight. How does that sound? You're gonna fight the next boss fight all by yourself. Yes, I have to bawl like I've never bawled before, Summoner. I once saw the scary gecko. Scary gecko? The trick at Blitzball is to score once and then run away the whole time. Yes, that is what I have heard from the best Blitzball players in the world. Yes. That is the strat. I don't know why Titus was trying so hard. It's actually quite easy. I wasn't good at Blitzball, but I could probably learn it easier. That's what I thought, and I tried it, and it just did not happen, Kieran. You kept saying the elixirs for saving elixirs when you really needed them, but you got to the final boss and didn't use any. Precisely. Yes, that is how it is with elixirs. You're not supposed to use them. They're non-usable objects. I just scored once and then hid in the corner with the ball until the time ran out. See, that would be perfect. That would be a perfect strat if I don't get clowned on. If I didn't get constantly clowned on. They would score like once or twice, and then I would try desperately to make up the difference. I would fail. A lot of it's RNG, I believe. Yeah, you can tell the Blitzball players I said that. Are there any around, actually, Hotties? Over your shoulder. Blitzball fans are not the forgiving types. Guardian Steven, thank you for the 5 gil. Does Summoner Vylett have any hang-ups about being called cute? Because less spiritual Vylett was pretty unreasonable about that. No! A summoner is not cute. A summoner is strong. A summoner is pious. A summoner is virtuous. A summoner is selfless. You may use those words to describe me. Why not both? No! Summoner cannot be cute. Summoner must steel themselves for the final battle against sin. One is not both cute and capable of fighting sin. Guarding Summoner Vylett is hard. She keeps rage baiting the Blitzball fans. Yeah, I just sort of start fights in random bars. Summoner Vylett goes into random bars at every town we come into and says, "Hey, Blitzball frickin' sucks," like really loudly. And then people just get mad for some mysterious reason. Anyway. Now that the Summoner has done her business, we continue on through the Calm Lands. There are large crevices in the earth, almost as if rended by claw and fang. These are the scars that previous battles against sin have marred the Calm Lands with. There are crevices so deep you cannot see the bottom. The call of chocobos, quay, quay, echoes around us. My guardians beg and beg, please, please, can we rent chocobos? Please, can we rent chocobos and take them across the Calm Lands, please? I'm tired of fighting. My legs are so short. Wah, wah, I'm so stinky. Wah, wah. Until finally, Summoner Vylett relents and rents chocobos for every hottie guardian. No, you cannot race the chocobos. We are on a pilgrimage. No gambling. And just steal a chocobo. Well, we've lost one of our guardians because they got imprisoned. One of our guardians, it seems, was imprisoned for stealing a chocobo. So we take the chocobos. Now, chocobos do stink. They smell very nasty. But I plug my nose the entire time. And we ride the chocobos through the calmlands and into the canyon. Now, the upper part of the canyon continues on to Mount Gagazet, which is a large sacred mountain in Spira, home of the Ronso, which are a race of blue bird creatures. But the Hotties, with all of their wisdom and their perception, spot a lower path. The canyon does not go straight to Mount Gagazet. There is a path lower, hidden in the shadows. I do not want to stop there. Summoner Vylett does not want to stop there, but the Hotties insist. The Hotties insist, no, there's something cool in that evil cave. There's something cool. There's probably treasure in there. Can we go, please, 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 please? Until finally, all of your begging grates on me, and I acquiesce. Together, we walk down a darker path in the canyon. The walkway is steep and treacherous, very thin, very narrow. There are stains on the rock that look like blood. But I know, of course, it cannot be blood. It is rust. Assuredly, that is rust. Definitely. Some sort of iron mineral in the rock, maybe. But my doubts still nag at me. Even as my hottie guardians cheerfully lead me down, I begin to wonder, what sort of creature would linger in this place? Willingly. There is no sun. The high cliff sides of the calmlands ensure that barely a peep, barely a single ray of the sun's glory reaches down here. Fairly soon, we see an opening into the earth. The path widens and leads to the mouth of a dark cave. Some sort of miasma clings to the air around the stone. It is less a cave and more a hole. It has not been dug into the walls, but rather into the earth. Great green clouds of miasma, streaked with purple, almost poisonous looking, emit from fissures the cave's mouth. We stop for some energy before we go into the cave, a little bite to eat. I do not like the look of this place. There are very few people here. There is a crusader who comes up to us and asks what our business is at the bottom of the canyon. He says that it is no place for a lady summoner like myself. I would be better off at the foot of Mount Gagazet, trying to get to Zanarkand. Oh, wait. Trying to get to Bevel. Yes, cave rocks. I looked at the Hotties nervously. Your summoner is very rarely nervous, but this place unsettles her. Should we continue on? My guardians, I leave my fate in your hands. We can turn back. Bevel is not far. The Crusader is correct. We could get to Bevel and obtain the final summon. Well, not the final summon. And obtain the next summon. Or should we pursue this evil king? Want me to set up a poll? The choice is yours. Pursue Lubu. Who is Lubu? Is that a summoner I don't know about? Oh no, it won't let me set up a poll on Purple Site. I am sorry, Purple Site. For some reason it is glitched. It is glitched. I apologize. Feel free to speak your choice. Cave or Bevel? Hey guys, I made a cute green friend. He's got cool robes and a little knife. You stay away from that. That's a tonberry, Maka. Guardian Maka. Cave diving. The Hotties are very brave. You started out so cowardly when we first set out from Besade Island. But now, you're leading the charge? You're telling me we should go in the cave? And you're taking point? I'm astonished. You must be very confident in your levels and skills. Your sphere grid must be mostly filled out by now, surely. A tonberry, are they edible? They do have berry in their name. I feel like tonberries should be edible, but they're very dangerous. Do not attempt to fight it. It seems as I am finishing my flatbread and fish. As we are finishing our meal, it seems that the Hotties have come to an almost unanimous agreement. We continue into the cave. Against my better judgment, I follow my guardians down into the depths of this place. The smell is nauseating. Like sulfur. Death. The clouds of miasma are so thick in here we can barely see our hands in front of our faces, and fireflies cling in great swarms to the walls and ceiling. The Hotties do not know this, or maybe they do, but fireflies are the souls of the dead that have not been sent on by a summoner. There has been much death here. No one farted. No one ripped... It's miasma! I put it all into haste. Is that good? Yes, probably. As a summoner, it is my duty to send the lingering souls on their way. Perform ascending. But something about this place terrifies me. As if the moment I begin my dance and to send the souls to the far plane, as if the cave will crumble in on me. There's a feeling there, a threat, unspoken, but felt all the same. If I try to send these souls, they will collapse this place in on us. So we continue further down. The creatures are poisonous. Tonberries shuffle towards us slowly. Find a tonberry. Find a tonberry. Tonberries slowly shuffle towards us, menacingly, their knives drawn. I happen to have a tonberry figure that I'm very fond of in my pocket. Little stuffed tonberry, much less dangerous than the ones we see now. His lantern guides the souls of the dead. His knife makes more. You must not let him get too close, Hotties. He will take 9,999 of your hit points. And I know you have not been grinding past that. Oh, the bayonet charge? No, you would be throwing yourself to your death, Hotties. We run every time. Every single time we come across a tonberry, we run for our lives. Deeper and deeper into the cavern we go, until the miasma is so thick that it hurts to breathe. Briefly, I become afraid that your flames might light the gases. But thankfully, it seems they're inert. The fireflies are so thick here, it's like static almost. And at the very end, I can't believe my eyes. What is that? Is that a faith? It is. At the very end of this cave. Faith. But it's not like the others. It's not encased in glass and crystal. It is not carefully ensconced in a temple. There are shoddy paper talismans covering it. And not much else. It is a faith that has been abandoned in a dirt pit. In the middle of nowhere. Buried, hidden. But why? It's not a crime scene. It might have been a crime. As a summoner, I know this is a crime. To steal a faith from a temple and then dump it in a cave? Who would want to do this? You would stop a summoner from becoming stronger? Able to defeat sin? That is heresy. Unless the person who stole this faith wanted to keep their summoner safe. Starts dodge rolling. I could feel the gills seeping out of my pockets. I can feel the faith calling to me, singing. In a voice like I've never heard before. Softly. Hopelessly. The faith sings their song still. There is no hope in this voice. There is only the gray sadness of inevitability. Yet it becomes louder. It has given up. Once more. The eerie singing stops. The faith's song halted, as it recognizes someone is in need of its services. This Aeon has forgotten how to behave as an Aeon. It does not come blindly to its summoner's call. It has been abandoned for many centuries, uncared for. It does not freely give of its time, for it has been betrayed. It requires proof. It requires recompense. It requires goodwill. This Aeon requires gil. Every time I summon it, it will do nothing without a fistful of coin. It is a mercenary, but it is a faith still. And it has empowered me to continue our journey onward. And we give it one of our rocks instead. No. It only takes coin. Its name is Yojimbo, the wandering Ronin. We leave the cave the same way we came, but this time I feel stronger, braver, and sadder. This faith was abandoned here, stolen. This too could be a summoner's end. I could give up. I could give up this journey, this harsh pilgrimage. I could go back to Besade and live out the rest of my life. Just as this faith's purpose was cut short, kept away from so many summoners who could have used its power, so too I could keep myself away from my destiny of fighting sin. It is still a choice I can make. It's not the final time I can make a choice, of course. But this is the first time that I've stopped to consider that maybe I want to. No. I must help the people of Spira. I must protect them when they cannot protect themselves. So we continue onward. We leave the cave. We go back through the canyon. And we retrace our steps to Bevel. That night at camp, I do a little check-in with the Hotties. How are you feeling, everyone? My guardians? Are you feeling all right? Are you tired? Probably. You've been walking so many steps. But we're almost at the end. Feeling hot? Well, I know you're always feeling hot. One Hottie passed out and woke up in Traverse Town. Well, Sin has his ways. Sin is very wily. I won't let him take you from me, Hotties. I'll try and defend as many of you as I can, but if you end up in Traverse Town, that's... I can't help you there. The shoes are very big. Your shoes are suddenly going to become much bigger if you end up in Traverse Town. Welcome in, Vermilion. Hanging in there? Yes, you are very brave. You're troopers. Some Hotties are having tummy issues, too many rocks. Yes, I imagine that eating too many rocks would make your tummy hurt. So the righteous task at hand, weariness is as light as a feather. Very true. I am heartened to see that the Hotties feel the same way I do. Summoner Vylett, I have become sick. With what? Is it shingles again? You get shingles again? To be fair with this song, it's a 50-50 shot at which franchise you're landing in. Guarding summoner and guarding my yummy rocks. All you think about are rocks. A rock fell in your head? I'm sorry, Dad. The hotties have a pretty short stride, so I'm kind of tuckered out, yes. We will sleep perhaps an hour or two longer today. Excuse me, I am also feeling the weariness. But we must soldier on. We circle back across the calm lands. On our chocobos, of course. We rent chocobos again, because I don't want you to wear yourselves out too badly. We circle across the calm lands again, and end up at the entrance to Bevel. The calm lands are a barren plain, but eventually, stone, hacked cut stone, begins to appear beneath our feet. Bricks. The bricks of a road. Eventually we see markers of civilization slowly creep in here and there. Towers, sheds, detritus and debris from old machina. And then, on the horizon, the city bursts forth all at once. A megapolis. There are streets everywhere, palaces, houses. People bustle to and fro. Vendors call, selling meats and sweets and trinkets of all kinds, armor and weapons. There are fountains. Water flows from the lower levels of Bevel and cascades over, creating a waterfall effect around the ring of the city. But it's very strange, Guardians. Have you noticed? There are flying vehicles. Machina. This place is filled with machina. There are machina for elevators. There are machina for tram systems. There are machina for private citizens, and even the monks' warriors hold guns. The forbidden machina. Now, as a summoner, I was taught that Bevel is the safest place in Spira. It is also the site of the largest temple in Spira and is the headquarters of the Yevon religion. But Bevel itself is very safe, and I was taught that that is why the machina exist in Bevel. To protect Bevel. It is, after all, the most important city. So, of course, the temple would allow the use of machina in this case. But I can't help but wonder, Guardians. Why not Luca? There were a few machina in Luca, but not as many as Bevel. Is Kilica not deserving of protection too? Is Besade not worth protecting? The temple spends so much machina, forbidden machina, on Bevel. But why not the smaller villages? Why does the temple not protect everyone equally? As a young summoner, this realization shakes my heart, but it does not sway it. We continue through the city towards the temple. What do you do, Hotties, my guardians? There are many vendors. There are fountains. There are shops. There are circuses and performers of all kinds. Do the vendors sell more rocks because we really like those? No. The vendors sell actual items like swords and weapons. Sothasil would have loved this place, true. It makes me feel kind of froggy. What does that mean, Cran? Guardian Cran, what does that mean? Yeah, get your rest, Guardian Oathbreaker. I've heard that their toilets have little machina fountains. They turn their face against Yevon. That is what I am saying. There's so much machina in Bevel. Keep it safe. Then what about the rest of Spira? could sell shiny rocks. That is true. How I learned to stop worrying and love the Machina. Welcome in, Gato. Guardian Gato, it's good to have you with us on our pilgrimage. Corruption! I go up to various vendors and offer my rocks as trade, and they turn me away. Their loss. It makes me feel off, yes. You can feel it in Bevel, can't you? There's something strange in the air. A difference, a friction. Like sparks. Almost, I daren't say it with so many monks about, but does it not feel like hypocrisy? Welcome in, Guardian Rock. Hello. We finally make it to Bevel Temple, a grand structure of dark stone. This is the biggest temple in all of Spira. And it is where one of the most powerful aeons is said to rest. Bahamut, the king of dragons. Smudge opulence. As I walk through the Cloister of Trials with the Hotties at my side, solving puzzles for me. The moving platforms are so annoying, but thankfully, you can solve them with ease. There are so many of you that you find the correct path very quickly, and those who do not find the correct path fall to their deaths and die. Anyway, some of you may have to make a sacrifice. Some of you may die, and that is a sacrifice I am willing to make for the good of Spira. Yes, your deaths are for protecting Spira. Oh no, not falling to my death and dying. The temple itself, the Cloister of Trials, is powered entirely by Machina. The moving platforms, the elevators, the everything about it is powered exclusively by Machina. This is like a puzzle we've never encountered before, but thankfully there are enough guardians here that through trial and error, we find the correct path. Oh no! That's the sound a lot of you hotties make fall to your death. Rocks down here are sharp but edible. Okay, I'm glad. Well, if I gotta. With spheres clutched in hand, we finally make it to the Chamber of the Faith. And the song begins again. This song is different. Every song is different. In each chamber of the faith, a different song rings out. Because these faith were once human people who sacrificed themselves to become sources of power for summoners to defeat sin. This song is higher pitched, more innocent. As a summoner, I always thought that Bahamut was the strongest Aeon of all. So he must have been a very strong, old man, experienced, wise. But the person who sacrificed themselves to become Bahamut was not a strong, aged man at all. From this song, I can tell it was a child. And so we sing. The purity of this song moves me. This was a child who must not have known 8 or 9 years, maybe even 10. He had not lived long enough for a calm. But still he sacrificed himself so that others might find strength in him. And now, I have found strength in him as well. It gets me thinking, as Summoner Vylett, if even a child can sacrifice themselves for the good of Spira, then I must sacrifice myself too. I have lived many years past a child. I have experienced so many things. And this journey with the Hotties as my guardians, well, it's been the greatest weeks of my life, full of laughter. I now have the summon Bahamut. I am strong. Maybe too strong. But our journey is not over yet. I have caught wind, thanks to you, Hotties, thanks to you running around Bevel City and asking questions in your nigh unintelligible garbling, that there are 2 more summons. I need to be the strongest I possibly can if I have any chance of defeating Sin. Not many summoners come as far to Bevel. I am in the top 5% of Rattatas. I mean, what? I am in the top 1% of all summoners. But I must push forward for the Hotties, for the Guardians. Top 1%, you mean? Yes, sorry, top 1%. Top 1% of Rattatas. No, Rattata is not an Aeon. We must push on to become stronger. And so, we take an airship from Bevel and travel to the grim, gray sea. There is a storm constantly in this place. The ocean is very dangerous to venture into, because Sin lives there. He travels by water, mostly. But still, we will brave the ocean to find more faith, more strength. Don't jump in. Wait, don't jump in yet. I attach little oxygen masks to each one of the Hotties. Now, Hotties, Guardians, the ocean is a place that is hostile to you. You have not yet encountered that, so make sure that you put on your little suits. I bought these from the Al Bed with all the money we have left. I bought these tiny Hottie scuba diving suits. They'll keep you nice and dry. They're made of metal. They have an oxygen supply for you to burn in there. Yes, we're going down into the deep water. Chocobo is the strongest summon. No, it's not. We're with you every step of the way. Thank you, Guardians. The suit is a little snug. Well, you've been eating too many rocks. Do we get little bags of peanuts? No. All right, so we're booba diving. All right, now you can dive in. Together with my Hotties, my dozens of Hotties. We dive in. The water is very cold, and I'm a terrible swimmer. But thankfully, your suits have little propellers on the back of them. And when you hold my arms and feet, don't get any ideas. When you hold my arms and feet, I am propelled forward, like a makeshift trolley. We go deeper and deeper, until we find some ruins. These ruins are derelict. It's similar to Yojimbo, Yojimbo's cave. Great clouds of miasma, but this miasma is cold and colorless. This miasma has no smell to it, but still there's a pervading sense of heaviness that comes with walking through it. It is wet and dimly lit. Very few ever-burning torches are still alive. And those that are soaking in puddles of seawater. There's mold everywhere. The storms of the ocean batter through the windows, through the broken temple windows, and the stone is cold to the touch. This place is antithesis to life, hostile, even. Let us carry forth, yes. Hotties would make for a great blitzball team. I think so too. Still, even though this temple is derelict and dreary, we managed to make comforting small talk. There is not much of a cloister of trials here. Wind and rain has eroded most of it, and what is left is a series of glyphs in the walls. Because the Hotties have kept all of the destruction spheres we have found in the other temples in their pockets because they're kleptomaniacs, we managed to slot the spheres into place and gain access to the inner chambers. Who left the food out too long? Food is just rocks. Rocks does not mold. Anyway, we managed to gain access to the inner chamber of the faith. And instantly, your summoner is hit by a wave of sadness. The other faith were different. Not necessarily happy to be sacrificed, but resigned to their fate. Hopeful that someday their power would lend itself to defeating sin forever. But this is more resolved than any of them. A deep resolve, like iron chains. You can feel the willpower in this place. Whoever this faith was, there is both deep love and deep suffering behind this sacrifice. And the song. The song itself is sad. Tragedy in every word. A woman, starting to understand her song. A woman who sacrificed herself for her child. It's a sad song. Not crying. The Hottie guardians offer me a handkerchief. I leave the Chamber of the Faith, but I'm not crying. There's so much water in this. So much sea water. Some of it got in my eye, that's all. Well, I have obtained the thorned power of anima, a faith that is not forgotten, nor abandoned, nor even hidden. It's a faith for one person only. It's a faith that was meant for a single summoner, and that summoner was her child. But, sensing my urge to protect the Hotties, my desire to protect my guardians and ensure that they live a peaceful life, she has granted me her power. Let's get out of here. This place is too sad. We put on your little suits again, and we swim through the cold, dark ocean till we reach the boat. We spend a lot of time drying ourselves off, becoming nice and warm again. And that night, we fall asleep in the cabin, holding each other very close, grateful for each other. What is that hard thing I'm feeling between us? I look down in the bed and see a pile of rocks. Really? Really? You brought the rocks into the bed? Really? Fine, if it makes you feel better. Yes. No, it's not a cup of noodles. It's rocks. It's your little snacks in the bed. They are shiny rocks. That's no excuse. How am I supposed to get a good night's sleep? How is the summoner supposed to get a good night's sleep? There are destruction spheres. Okay. Huddling the rocks at night to go to sleep. The ship takes us back to dry land, thankfully, quite quickly. There is no storm on our way back. And so we head out from Bevel. We head out from Bevel. The port is very bustling. We head out of the city limits, and back into the calm lands, where the Hotties have yet again found a temple. A rumor. There is a temple in the calm lands, and I had no idea. So we get on the stinky chocobos once more, and we head to Calmlands Temple, which is a massive structure suspended over a scar in the earth by large pillars, almost as if gravity. The rules of gravity don't apply here. The temple sits floating in the center of a massive crater, suspended by rock and stone. This temple is quite easy to get to with the chocobos. Chocobos can jump and sort of glide. So we ride the chocobos into the temple and come to yet another hidden faith. There is no Cloister of Trials here. The trial itself was finding the temple. I pat the Hotties on the head. Good job. Good job finding this temple, Hotties. You have truly become guardians worthy of the Vylett Moonheart name. I step into the chamber of the faith. Here it is green, smooth. The air is clear here. A little bit musty from disuse. Nobody has been here for a very long time. This is not a temple people come to. It's a temple people pass by. Because they don't think it's a temple, they think it's a crater. This place is forgotten. Completely. And inside, there's not just one faith. Or rather, when I look upon the statue of the faith, there are 3 people that make up one. 2 voices sing. Even though there are 3? Perhaps they're asking me to join in their song. Good night, Guardian Max. I begin my prayers. Once more with feeling. Song cuts off, and I have attained the blessing of the 3 sisters, the Magus Sisters. 3 sisters who sacrificed themselves together. They were perhaps afraid of being alone forever, dreaming and praying endlessly. So they went together, just like we will, Hotties. For our journey reaches its zenith. And the road to Zanarkand begins. Second. Road to Zanarkand begins. Zanarkand is where the final Aeon is stored. We must make contact with Lady Unalesca, the guardian of the final Aeon, and those summoners who are powerful enough will receive her blessing. as we walk along the road. It is a road made of ruins, half submerged in ocean water, and clouds of fireflies, ribbons of them, like stars in the galaxy, cut through the air, swimming lazily. It feels like this place is trapped in an eternal sunset. A twilight. Hold my hand. Watch out, there's a frickin' behemoth. Watch out, there's behemoths here, hotties. Good thing you've been grinding, huh? Uh-oh, a cast meteor. Help me up. I'm at 1 HP. I'm dead. I'm frickin' dead. Somebody use a phoenix down on me, quick. I throw rock. Stop throwing rocks. Grinding my rocks. What for? Throws blitzball. Okay, so some of you have taken the marksman class, I see. Thank you for the phoenix down. Thank you. A behemoth moth? Oh, a behemoth. Yeah, somebody throw me a Dr. Owaka, please. I need to chug that. Hold on. Thank you. I chug the Dr. Owaka and I immediately stand up. Oh, zesty. Why are we stoning? That's a good question. Why are we stoning? Hey, Guardian Hotties, why are you stoning me? This journey has been one full of laugh. Laughs? Laugh. I couldn't even finish the sentence. Laughter. Laughter and blitzball and rock eating. Chocobo stench. A lot of crowded bedrooms. There's a lot of you here. A lot of crowded. The bedrooms in the inns get really crowded. Some of you have to sleep in the rafters. Yeah, there was only one left, singular, I guess. I'm the one who's refusing to equip stoneproof armor. Well, you're not supposed to bean me in the back of the head with a rock just because I refuse to wear it. You're still eating the ratata cheese. Okay. Stone the baby. Hotties, you become such strong fighters. It's good. Because we finally reached Zanarkand Dome. The path to Zanarkand is littered with ancient rubble. The rubble of a city that was destroyed by sin. The precepts of Yevon say that because humanity relied too heavily on machina, machines, to do their work for them, that they became lazy and gluttonous and greedy. And thus sin was born, to punish them eternally until they have learned their lesson. That is what Summoner Vylett has been raised to believe. And throughout this journey, I've put my faith in Yevon. I've put my faith in the faith. But I've seen how the temple treats people as disposable. I've seen the way they hoard all the machina for themselves. Does sin return because they are using the machina? Still? Are they the reason sin returns? If we can only absolve ourselves and defeat sin once and for all, wouldn't that mean giving up all machina? I have to try. I've come too far. If I turn back now, I never forgive myself. I want to protect people. I want to give them 10 years of calm. Even if I can't stop sin, even if my final summoning does not stop sin, maybe someday, those 10 years will allow a young summoner to grow, a summoner more powerful than me, who might be able to. I think it's time I told you, Hotties. As we venture through Zanarkand Dome, there are fireflies all around us, swimming in the air. Not choking it, but there are enough of them that you realize this is where people have died over and over and over again. A cycle, just like the cycle of sin being reborn. The dome used to be for blitzball. It was a place of recreation, fun and joy, competition. But now, it is the resting place of the final summon. I have to tell you. The final summon. If I summon it, and I will, against sin, then I will die. It is the only thing that can kill him. Yes, he comes back every 10 years. But it's worth it, isn't it? I have to die. To help Spira. To protect it. We've come this far. As we traverse over the rubble piled on top of itself, the way becomes more dangerous. There are zombies here, corpses reanimated by the fireflies, reaching and grasping with rotting hands and foul breath, begging to be alive again. A cruel mockery of the fate that the summoner imminently faces. No, you can't use Phoenix down after. I knew was welcome in. Hi, sleeper. No kill zone, you don't have a say in the matter. The final summoning is too powerful, it will consume me. Yeah, some of you are using life and KARAOKE on the zombies. That's very smart of you. And we make it through the dome to the final Aeon. Lord Zaon. Lord Zaon and Lady Unalesca were the first summoners. Lady Unalesca was a summoner, and Lord Zaon gave his life to become her faith. The faith of the final summon. When I walk into the faith room, though, it's completely destroyed. There are no lights. There is no warmth here. There is just an absolute cold void. There's nothing here. It's not like Anima's faith chamber, which was sad and barren. It's not like Yojimbo's, which was abandoned and resentful. This is simply nothing. There is no feeling in this place. There is no faith. There is no faith to pray to. And yet, I can hear a faint song. Barely there. Distorted by time. Too slow in some places and too fast in others. In this place, we meet another summoner. Summoner Gooby. Hello. I am Summoner Vylett. See, you have many guardians with you today. Welcome in. I I see you have made it to the Zanarkand ruins as I have. Gooby, you must turn back now. You know that summoning the final Aeon will kill you. Let me do it instead. You are young. You have so much life left to live, Summoner Gooby. I will take on this mantle for you, this responsibility. Go. Be free. I will bring you a calm. But there is no faith left to pray to. How am I supposed to? That's when Lady Unalesca emerges from the shadows. She is a pale-skinned woman with silver hair and feather ornaments in her hair. She wears barely any clothing at all, as was the style of Zanarkand in its heyday. Mostly a bikini type of outfit, but she wears it regally. Stop looking, stop looking. I cover some of the Hottie's eyes. He approaches me with a proposition and a truth. There is no final summon. Its power has been tapped many hundreds of years ago. To create a new final summon is the responsibility of the summoner. And there's only one way to create a faith. And that is through sacrifice. I must sacrifice the Hotties. You will become the faith that I prey upon and summon the final Aeon from. All of you. We will make the most powerful final summon together. There are so many of you here. I've seen a faith from one person. I've seen a faith from 3 people. But imagine the power. We could defeat sin once and for all. We'll team up and push Daya into the well. You shouldn't be making jokes like that at the edge of oblivion. Put my rocks in a pretty pile for the next. I leave you with a choice, Hotties. We don't have to. Listen, I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this. We can still walk away. I didn't know this is what it meant to summon the final summon. We can still walk away. We can go home to Besade. We don't have to do this. I don't want you to go, Hotties. I don't want you to die. I didn't know that that's what the final summon was. We can still go home. No, it's... No. We can go together. All of this, becoming a high summoner, sacrificing myself, I was fine with. But sacrificing all of you? That's simply unacceptable. Don't have to do this. You don't have to. We can just go home and let some other summoner do it. Someone else can sacrifice. Doesn't have to be us. Making jokes to the last, are you? See. Even though you're making jokes, most of you are voting for yes. We sacrifice ourselves, do we unsubscribe? Yeah, sure, if you want. If you want. You're ready to be sacrificed. If we of the bravest, most honorable summoner cannot do it, then who can? It's true. But I don't want to let you go. What do we do? Bury you with your rocks? Just like that. 63% of the hotties are willing to sacrifice themselves. The rest of you will go on to live lives. The rest of you will walk away from this, remembering our journey forever. Begin to sing. Can't do it. Can't sacrifice you. Won't do it. No. No. Bye, hotties. Keep well. Delete my internet search history. Man, this was supposed to be a role play, but I'm actually crying. This was supposed to be a role play, but the thought of sacrificing you sucks. No, I'm a tough, strong, evil knight. I'm a tough, strong, evil knight. Actually, I don't care if you die. I actually don't care if you die. Guys, I got 2 into my own roleplay. What the fuck? We'll be back Monday, okay? You promise? You guys promise? thank you for the 100 gil. This is your world now. Thank you. Thank you, Oren. You're awesome. Thank you so much, Lemur. I appreciate that. Arigato. Arigato gozaimasu. I'm sorry, guys. I didn't mean to cry so hard, bro. I thought I was gonna tear up a little bit, but I didn't know I would cry. I mean, what? And something, the air. The fireflies got in my eyes. Now the sin is defeated, we can do all the weird dance party concerts or whatever the heck was going on in 10-2. That's true. Now that sin is dead, hotties, we can throw all the cool, awesome concerts that we want. J-pop concerts. Yeah! Brandis, thank you for the 100 biddies. If I go, it'll be in a blaze of glory. Thank you for the 500 gil. I appreciate 5 gil. I appreciate that. Arigato. Now Violet gets to go on to be a sphere hunter and wear cool outfits. Yeah. Actually, speaking of which, should we? Anyway, now that I've sacrificed you and the calm is, the eternal calm is here. Hold on. I think I'm gonna have a J-pop concert. I think we're gonna have a Japanese pop concert. I've decided. God. This is so good. No more of this dark stuff anymore. Hold on, I need a picture for this awesome J-pop concert. I almost typed in Final Fantasy X-3. Okay, check this out. This is me on the stage. This is gonna be awesome. Are you ready? Hold on. Hold on. I got this. Yeah, that's, I think that is... Hold on. I'm getting the concert together. Now, I did mourn you for a long time, hotties. I mourned you for like 6 weeks. I mourned you. So don't just think that I am automatically jumped into doing J-pop concerts, okay? I mourned you for at least 6 weeks. Yeah, that's awesome. Okay, and then I'm gonna make myself throwing my summoner staff away because I need to go. That's me right there, baby. Done. Effect. Oh yeah, now we're talking. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's simply amazing. Okay, here we go. Everybody, let me hear you sing. Confetti. Yeah, the confetti, yeah. Yeah, the confetti. Let's get like a crazy camera. Hold on, somebody get the cameras. Yeah, there we go. Here we go, ready? Okay. All right, hotties, thank you so much for your sacrifice. Thank you so much for your sacrifice. Thanks to your sacrifice, the eternal calm is here. And I've decided I'm going to quit being a summoner. I'm going to start being a J-pop star. Hit the music. Here we go. Oh, where's the... Oh, there it is. Yeah. What can I do for you? What can I do for you? What can I do for you? I can hear you. What can I do for you? What can I do for you? What can I do for you? Oh, it's English. Hold on. I wanted Japanese. I'm really sorry. Okay, here's the Japanese version. That was just the rehearsal. What can I do for you? I can't hear you. What can I do for you? Raise your hand, hotties. Oh, baby. あの日心の彼方に描いてたビジョンにいるとこに比べてにするけれども戻れない夢にいたい形とは何もかもが違う現実にはめまいさえする Yeah! 今なんか世界に揺れてくる運動を負けたくないをただ走るしかないこの胸に聞こえてくる君は一人じゃない Yeah! Oh baby yeah Hear you What can I do for you? What can I do for you? Oh baby yeah Yeah! Let me see your hands 決して振り向きはしないあなたには頼らない何かがあれば必ずすぐに来てくれるから今僕にできることそれは信じてること真実ならこの胸にある Sing it!世界に揺れてる感情させらの愛想あなたが教えてくれてすべて今の私だから一人じゃない Thank you for dying, Hotties. Thank you for dying. Thank you for sacrificing your life for Spira. Yeah! What can I do for you? What can I do for you? Guitar solo. Yeah! Yeah! Hold on, the stage is moving a little bit. Don't be scared. Oh my god, the guitar is insane. Dun, dun, dun. I can't hear you. The 世界に揺れててる感情を感じてもあなたが目を閉じてならそこに絆があるだから一人じゃないで世界に揺れてくる運動を負けたくないもただ走るしかないこの胸に聞こえてくる君は一人じゃない What can I do for you? Oh yeah I can't hear you Oh baby yeah I can't hear you I can't hear you Thank you, everyone. Thank you for saving Spira. Thank you for saving Spira, every hottie. Thank you for sacrificing yourself. Thank you for coming to my silly, self-indulgent karaoke. I love Final Fantasy X. I love Final Fantasy X too. I love both of those games. They're very near and dear to my childhood heart. So thank you for coming to my self-indulgent, silly Billy karaoke. Sorry you had to die in the end. Sorry about that. I pre-recorded all of the Faith chants, and it was really, really fun. I said it was an unhinged karaoke idea, and I think you guys can see what I mean now by completely unhinged. It was the same song like 9 times. So I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you had fun. Yeah, it was really fun today. I really appreciate you guys hanging out with me. People die and she continues to dance. Precisely. It all comes around in the end. Hopefully we play these games sometime on the channel because I would love to introduce you guys to them. They're freaking awesome. And thank you for the laughs. I really appreciate that. Thank you. It was really fun. You should do choose your own adventure streams. You guys like that part? Oh, okay. I'll take notes. It didn't feel repetitive at all. Okay, thank you. It was worth the dying part. I don't think it was worth the dying part, but thank you. That's very nice of you. Thank you, everybody. I appreciate it. Thank you for the 5 super. Arigato gozaimasu. Thank you for the roses. Arigato. Thank you for the 5 gil. I think I might refer to it as gil from now on because unironically, that was pretty awesome. I like saying gil. Or maybe bottle caps. Maybe I should start referring it to as bottle caps. Kazi, thank you for the 10 super. Thank you for the Final Fantasy 10 karaoke. The chance gave a bit of ASMR. It was worth dying for. Thank you so much, Kazi. I appreciate that. Arigato. Thank you, everyone. This was a silly idea I had, but I really enjoyed putting it together. And I hope to see you guys on Monday. Yeah, don't worry. All my other karaokes are more traditional karaokes. But I had lots of fun with this. And yeah, the Hymn of the Faith always brings me like comfort. Because as a kid, you know, when you're a kid, you're left to your own devices. When you're a wolf pup, you're left to your own devices, and there's not a lot of, you know, adults around, so you start video gaming. And video games become like your parents, you know, they become like a friend. So that's what Final Fantasy X is. Why am I crying? I'm not crying. Anyway, thanks for letting me share this super special karaoke with you. I really appreciate it. Arigato gozaimasu. Yeah, very formative. Yeah. Anyway, I hope you guys play them for yourselves also as well. And yeah, thanks for listening to me warble in your ear for like 3 hours. Whoa, this was almost a 3 hour. I meant this for just to be like an hour stream, but it went, the role playing went really long. I'm sorry. Thank you so much for coming out, every hottie. I'll raid you out if you need more entertainment for the rest of your night. I will see you on Monday for our usual Daggerfall streams. Thank you for dying. This was peak. No, this does not peak the game. Check the game category. This is karaoke. This is not peak. But thank you. I really appreciate you guys for coming out. And I'll check you guys later. Okay? Take care of yourselves. Take care of others. Have a wonderful rest of your weekend. Stay warm and safe. Don't drive on the icy roads. And I'll catch you guys later on Monday. Okay? Okay. Have a good Sunday, everybody. This is your High Summoner Vylett signing out. Goodbye. Goodbye, Steph. Goodbye, Dia. Goodbye, Chunky. Goodbye, Turley. Goodbye, Saw. Goodbye, Mr. Uncle. Goodbye, Storsky. Goodbye, Dad. Goodbye, GT. Goodbye, Mako. Goodbye, Kate. Goodbye, Legend. Goodbye, Crayon. Goodbye, Goog. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Wonderful rest of your night. Thanks for indulging me. And I'll check you later. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Say this last one with me. I know you know it. Bye. Bye. What?